Oye, mi gente, welcome to the Max Breakdown, where we will be diving into sports news, sports cards, and cultura Dominican style with a twist. Please press like, subscribe, and share. Mi gente, welcome to the Max Breakdown, where sports, cultura, and the hobby collide like nowhere else. Today's episode, this one is special. This one is personal. This one is for collectors, the fans, the dreamers, and the people who understands that greatness isn't just measured in stats, is measured in impact. Please press like and share. We will be talking today of the top 5 most coveted players in the card market. The Grails, the legends, the icons whose name carry weight in every auction house and every collector's heart. These aren't just athletes. These are cultural forces. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. We're going to start with the one and only. We got Otani, the unicorn rewriting baseball. Then we're going to be talking about Jordan, the internal blueprint of greatness. Then we got LeBron, the modern titan who carried the league for 2 decades. 2 decades, my people. Then we have the football GOAT in Tom Brady, with legacy carved in rings. Then we got the emotional, immortal symbol with a tremendous work ethic and heart. And I'm talking about Kobe Bryant. And then we're going to finish it off when it comes about talking about cards with a soccer legend, Leo Messi, the global king who magic touches every corner of the world. But at the end, that's not all. We are then going to be honoring a cultura legend, a man whose voice shaped generations, whose music raised families, whose presence is woven into Dominican identity. And today we will be paying tribute to Fernando Villalona, El Mayimbe. This episode is sports. This episode is cultura. This episode is corazón. Let's break it down. Shohei Otani, the modern miracle. Otani is the king, is the kind of athlete. He is a king, but he's the kind of athlete that you would want to tell your kids about. He's doing things that haven't been done since Beirut. And he's doing them better, to be honest. He already passed Beirut in strikeouts pitched. And he is only 47 wins away from reaching Beirut's career win mark as a pitcher. Bottom line is he's a global superstar whose every swing, every pitch moves the market. I mean, there's nothing else to say to that. He is not just special, he is also historic. This guy already has 2 MVPs, 2 World Series wins, and is the only man to do 50-50. Roof couldn't do 50-50. He was too big. This guy has done 50-50. 50 stolen bases, 50 home runs. Just, to be honest, he's just phenomenal. The only thing right now where he is behind, and I'm going to assume that the Dodgers and himself are going to do everything possible to stay healthy. Is he needs to be able to stay healthy so that he can hit 471 more home runs. That's a lofty feat. That's a lofty feat. That's I mean, that's no joke. But, but it could be done. It could be done. So, um, he stays healthy. His next um big stat is getting to that 41 wins, and he'll pass Babe Ruth. Then he could solely focus on getting to that 471. So what's going to happen? Basically, we're basically looking at, let's say, a year and a half of start seeing the news media buzz about Otani breaking Babe Ruth's mark. His cards are going to go through the moonlight. They're going to go through the roof. So this is the time that you want to be able to get cards while you can, because at some point they're just not going to be attainable. They're not. So Otani, number one right now in the market. He has surpassed Michael Jordan, which is unbelievable as that number one dude um who everybody is trying to get. Otani is the most sold card right now. The next gentleman that we're gonna talk about is the one and only, the eternal standard, Jordan. Jordan just isn't the GOAT. He is basically the measuring stick for greatness. His mentality, his dominance, his cultural impact is unmatched. Every collector knows owning Jordan is owning a piece of sports history. If you have a Michael Jordan autograph card, listen, hold on to that because it's only going to go up in value. Jordan is, he's been the standard for so long, and you really can't go wrong. If you don't have any Michael Jordan cards, you better get on that boat and you better start collecting Jordan cards because he is that dude. Um, I personally, my focus the last year or so has been Jordan Otani. I have not diverted from that. I might have sprinkled in a couple of things here and there, but it's been basically Jordan and Shohei investments. And I'll be the first one to tell you it has paid off. So those are your top two guys that you definitely want to go after and you want to get. The next guy we're going to talk about is the modern day Titan. LeBron has carried the NBA from one era to another. He's lived up to the impossible expectations and then he exceeded them. I mean, this guy's been in the league for like 20, 21, 22 years. His cards represent longevity, dominance, and global influence. Everybody knows LeBron. LeBron is everywhere. Has his sneaker brand. He probably has his own clothing line. I mean, everybody knows LeBron. So that's another guy that is breaking records left and right. I mean, I'm gonna say he probably has like 2 more years before he retires. And the truth of the matter is that he's gonna continue. You're gonna see records continue to fall. That's just the bottom line. Records are gonna continue to fall. So LeBron James, you definitely want to cop that. You really can't go wrong. Um, then the next gentleman that we're going to be discussing is Tom Terrific. Brady is the greatest winner in team sports. 7 rings, 2 decades of excellence. His cards are trophies, symbols of the highest level of achievement. This guy was a 7th round pick. Could you believe that? And not only was he a 7th round pick, he basically told the owner, "You're gonna regret making me the 7th pick, and you're going to." What was it that he said? No, he didn't say you're gonna regret. He said you are going to. Where I'm not gonna disappoint you. I'm gonna be the best pick that you've ever made. And you know what? Truth to his word, Tom Terrific, just an unbelievable um, you know, GOAT in football terms. everybody considers him that number one guy. So if you don't have Tom Brady cards, you need to go out there and you need to make it a focus. Stop focusing on all these dudes that are allegedly prospects and this and that. I mean, that is like a needle in a haystack. The guy could be a 5 tool player in the minor leagues and show out, and then he gets to the majors and he don't do anything. So Tom Terrific, if 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 you like football and you collect football cards, you gotta have a Tom Brady. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Let's jump back to basketball and let's talk about what I consider that the closest guy to what Michael Jordan was. Um, Kobe's legacy is emotional. His mentality is legendary. He had that Michael mentality. His impact is global. Kobe represents discipline, passion, and the pursuit of greatness. I mean, when you saw Kobe Bryant play, it was almost like, am I watching Jordan all over again? I mean, that's basically what it was. It was unbelievable. Um, you know, Kobe, tremendous player, tremendous. In one of his final games, he had a torn Achilles and he still shot his free throws before limping off and getting operated on. So Kobe Bryant, I have a whole bunch of Kobe Bryant cards, and I could guarantee you that if you start focusing on, I'm going to get Kobe Bryant rookie cards at a good price, you could sell them for good money. You're going to make money. I've been making money for a long time on Kobe Bryant. So definitely get some Kobe Bryant cards. You will not regret it. And then we're going to be discussing, to wrap up the cards talk, the guy that right now is carrying soccer, and he's been carrying soccer for a long time, for like 2 decades already. And that's Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi, he's magic. He's the greatest soccer player ever. With a left foot that's blessed by the universe. There's no other way of putting it. His cards are global artifacts. They're cherished from Argentina to Europe to the US. This guy is a global phenomenon, and it's crazy because he's like 5'4". And he runs circles around all these other players. It's just unbelievable what Messi has been able to achieve. He's really a special player. I don't know if there's, he's probably broken all the records that need to be broken. Messi is widely considered the best ever. So if you could get a Messi rookie card, a Messi numbered card, a Messi autographed card, or a Messi autographed jersey. Listen, you will be set. You will be set for a long time. There's no other way of saying it. So Messi, Jordan, Shohei, LeBron, Kobe, Tom Terrific. Those are the cards that every collector should have in their arsenal as cards to get. You get those cards, you're set. I mean, you're set. Anything else, anytime you get one of these rookies that is like, oh, this guy was drafted number 1, or this guy is this and that, it's a crapshoot. And I'll be honest, I'll give you an example. Everybody's paying big bucks for Paul Skeens. Everybody, right? Okay. He does have Rookie of the Year honors. Okay. But if he doesn't get a World Series, if he doesn't really break any significant win records. If you don't get, let's say, 300 wins or no World Series, I mean, his card value at some point is going to go down because he don't have any significant records. So you got to be really careful when you're buying cards of dudes that haven't really done anything. That's just the bottom line. You are most likely throwing money away, to be honest. While you could say, you know what, these cards of these goats are priced very high, but you know what, if you do certain things, if you reach out to sellers and say, hey, can you sell that card for this amount, and you haggle, and you try to go, you do auctions, you get really good prices at auctions, you could come away with really good cards at a very good price. So um I don't mess around with rookies and none of that anymore, because I've seen that I've thrown away tons of money, trying to go that route. So that is that. um, Now we're gonna talk about the Dominican culture. The guy that, my grandparents, every time I went to my grandparents' house, we heard Fernandito Villalona. Fernandito um is just since he was a kid, he was a professional singer. This guy sang in the streets. This guy was just unbelievable. Um, This is a man who is woven into the DNA of every Dominican household. And it's none other than Fernandito Villalona and Mayimbe. This isn't just an artist. He is a feeling. He is a memory. He is a moment in time that never fades. His songs are the soundtrack of Dominican life. You hear Sonambulo. That song is memorable. Anywhere you put it, everybody has heard it. Um, you hear that song and you're automatically back in your childhood home. With thinking about your parents cleaning the house and the smell of roasted coffee everywhere. Everybody knows him. When you hear the song Te Amo Demasiado, oh my gosh. Listen, every time I hear Te Amo Demasiado, it's one of those songs that really represents what a husband should be telling his wife, because he breaks it down, um, and he just talks about it in such a poetic way, that you feel every heartbreak. It's a love story of a song. Every moment, um, every thought is, he puts it into words. Then you hear La Hierba, and the room just completely lights up, and the party starts, and the energy just completely shifts. Um, it's just crazy. And then you hear El Carnaval, and people starts, dancing in the streets, and you could see, colors of the flag and the parade and the celebration. When you hear Quisqueya, when you hear Dominicano Soy, which is a song that basically tributes how proud he is to be Dominican. That song is identity, it's pride, it's heritage, it's everything we carry inside of us. Fernandito basically gave us classics that live forever, forever. I mean, his music is, he came out with these songs in the 80s, and you put this music today and it's like you just don't forget. These songs, they just aren't stories of our families, of our people, um and our islands. These are stories that they're just that represents us. Um, his voice is nostalgic. The voice is celebration. The voice is Corazón Dominicano. And this is what Fernandito is. This tribute is for our parents, for our grandparents, for every Dominican who grew up with Fernandito in the background of their life. This is cultura. This is orgullo. This is Dominican soul. So let's celebrate the greatness of Fernandito Villalona. Mi gente, that's the breakdown. The Grails, the legends, the icons, the players whose greatness transcends the game and becomes part of culture. You have Otani, who's rewriting baseball. You have Jordan, who's the eternal blueprint. You have LeBron James, who's the modern titan. You have Brady, the football god. You have Kobe, the immortal symbol. You have Messi, the global king. And of course, Fernandito Villalona, the voice of our people, the heartbreak of Dominican culture, the soundtrack of our memories. This episode wasn't just sports. It wasn't just cards. It wasn't just music. It was cultura. It was legacy. It was heart. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for supporting the movement. Thank you for being a part of the Breakdown family. Hit the subscribe, drop a comment, share this with someone who loves sports, loves cultura, and loves greatness. And mi gente, that is the breakdown today. Walk with faith, move with purpose, and don't let anyone shake your spirit. This is fact. Te lo dice claro. And I'll see you on the next one.